Hello everybody, I go by 11 and welcome to the 8th episode of my Minecraft Let's Play. And remember, if you enjoy, to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. So, in between episodes, I did a lot of off-camera work. To start with, I've been organizing my stuff a bit. Trying to get everything all nice and tidy. I even started organizing my overflow, so this is stuff that's a little harder to organize in a lot of cases, or I'm not going to need as often. And then the thing that I did the most of, that took the longest, is I worked on my wheat farm. I've expanded it quite a bit, and I've done a ton of terraforming on it. So as you can just see from here, it's now coming all the way over to there. And when we come up here, you'll see just how far back it goes. I also added this path in. Originally, this was just normal sand going up, and I had no path cutting through the wheat field. We'll get to what this is in a minute. But yeah, so it originally stopped right here. But then we come up here, and we can see that I've expanded it not only onto here. I'm planning on adding a farmhouse or stables or something here. That's why this hasn't been converted yet. And then over here, we filled out this whole area. And it's kind of surprising to me just how close that village seems now. Like, originally it seemed like it was a lot further away. And part of that is probably just because this was a big open field that was blank. So of course this seems like it's a lot further away when there's nothing giving depth of field. Where's my horse? I think I just saw it over here. Come here. There we go. So yeah, over here, I've been planting more of these trees, and I brought the path all the way to here. I'm going to do a bridge across here. I just have that going down there as a marker to show me what it's going to look like. And then I've been planting a lot of these large spruce trees, so I can fill this out with podzol so I can do my flower field soon. I'm not ready on that though yet. And of course, sun's already coming down. So I'm gonna go back to my base and sleep, and then we're gonna get onto this project here. Basically, I've designed a large windmill that's going to go here. And so I'm gonna do a time lapse of me building that after we sleep. I hope you enjoy. See you soon. Welcome back. So, I actually made a bit of a mistake in that time lapse. I made the top half of the windmill one too high and one too narrow. So I fixed that after the time lapse, and I decided to go in and add a bunch of the detail work in. I was originally going to do that on camera, but with how much scaffolding I had to make around the structure and how many times I fell off, it just wasn't the best content. That being said, I have done some details in the actual wheat field. Some of them as simple as a armor stand scarecrow with lighting hidden inside, to something a little more advanced, like this light post that I'm going to put all around the road path and in the actual wheat field. And I'll make two different variations for that, because if you just remove... I did not expect that to float actually, because I knew the lanterns fall. Okay. So if you just do the singular side like this, you can easily have it overhanging the path, while if you have the double-sided one, you can have those in the middle of the wheat field, and they wouldn't look out of place. So this is a cute little wheelbarrow that I actually saw online, so a lot of you have probably already seen this design. This is a simple water trough for the farmers to wash their hands, or for animals to get drinks out of. And the main idea for those is going to be to help hide some of these. Along with, I plan to do big like wheat hay bale mounds in random places, so that will cover some of those along with the scarecrows. Last but not least, and this is one of my favorites, I saw something like this, but I modified the design a bit. And I really love how it came out. And you can hitch horses to the front, or like I have lanterns. You can go ahead and put lanterns on these, and it's another good way to get some lighting in the wheat field without having to use too many of these light posts, which should help stop mob spawnings, because this is a mob spawn central. I'm not sure if they're actually spawning in the wheat field, but they're certainly spawning around it and then swarming the wheat field. That being said, I'd like to do the inside of this on camera, hopefully. Hopefully I don't mess it up too badly. I've done a little bit of cleanup work and some slight decorations, but none of the important stuff. Why do I hear mobs up here? Why? Are they in the... You know what? That is their problem. I'm not gonna go up there and take them out. So for starters, I want to make this a gear system up here. That is going to be so annoying. We're going to go ahead and turn that down. That should fix it. So we're going to make a gear system up here to make it more realistic of how a windmill would work. It would be turning the gears. And it's kind of difficult to do small gear... Oh, wrong way. Do small gears. So I'm going to do my best here. This is basically as good of a small gear as you can get. Can I? Maybe right here. There we go. And I guess that way? Yeah, that looks good. That's basically as good of a small gear as you're going to be able to get. Actually, I need to stay up here. Sadly, building small is a lot harder than... Oh! Ooh, almost fell. Than building the same thing but large. As for larger gears, it actually got a little more complex to make, because this is still a fairly small size structure. But I'm pretty happy with how it came out. I'm going to do one gear on top and one gear on bottom for this. Oh, come on, let me up. Can I get over here? Yay. Okay. I did not make this easy to traverse at all. Oh. God. I don't have the block to fix it. I will fix that later off camera. And we will just pretend that that didn't happen. Okay, so if that one's there, Then I think, yeah, because that's on the back side. So I need this one to be here. That was one too low. There we go. I need this one to be here. Didn't need those back anyways. This one to be here. This gear is being built on a diagonal, so it's just a little tougher to see where things need to go. That one to be there. I think I got that right. Yep, those look evenly spaced. Perfect. So for this bottom gear, it's going to be the exact same thing, except for one tick over. So I want it to start behind, and this time they'll be right side up. And let me, oh, ladder. This ladder was here as a, I need weaker tools, so I stopped breaking everything. That is so annoying. So yeah, this ladder is just here as a way up in the beginning. It's not gonna stay around. Okay, so that's the first one, and so the next one needs to be right here. And then the last, oh wait, no, there's one more after this. This one, and oh god, I saw that coming. Okay, let's go back up. No, dang it. Okay. We will fix that in a second. Okay, hold down shift this time. Perfect. So, it's very crowded up here, so it's hard to see the gear. But I think that's as good as you can do, really, in this tight of a spot. With just the default non-modded blocks. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. And I'm gonna just have to take fall damage here. So let's go ahead and get rid of these ladders. I will not be needing them anymore. I might make a new way up in a bit. I guess I can. Come on. There we go. Much better. And I like how you can look up and kind of see through the gears up there. That's why I left that chunk missing from the floor. And I might expand how much of that chunk is missing. So for the next thing, we're going to just go ahead and simply add a little table. And we're going to add some... Oh, I forgot. These things place weird. So you have to look at it from this direction to place it that way. So we're just going to add some simple stone cutters. And we want to go ahead and add some areas for it to turn. So we're going to make another gear set down here, so it would logically be able to turn the stone cutters. And so we should be able to do that right up here. And right across here. Let's go ahead and strip the logs first. I just like the smooth texture better than the actual bark texture. Let's go ahead and add the first cog. That way. And I need... Oh, now I have the stone to fill that in. Whatever. I'll do it later. Do I have more building blocks? Hey, perfect. That'll do. Wait, did I do something? Oh, I did do something wrong. That one was built wrong, so that needs to be there, and I need to be on the opposite side. There we go. That way it goes large, small, all the way around. Next, we'll build the top piece. Oh. I saw me over jumping that as soon as I did it. What? There we go. Okay. God, it's getting way too tight in this build. Okay, there's nothing above me. Come on, let me up. Okay, there we go. And I just built all of those one too high. This is why I usually build this piece first. Because then you know exactly what layer you need to build these ones on. Woo! Almost fell. Perfect. Now we can go ahead and go from here. There's no easy way to do that. Nope. That's also not the way to do that. I don't need one there. Annoying. I think it's there, though. Nope. It's gonna hit my head. I hate building in tight spaces. Jesus Christ. There. This is on the far side. So yes, that is the correct spacing. So... wait. Yes? No? Going this way. This way. Yeah, this way, right? Yeah, that's correct spacing. I don't know why I was second guessing myself there. So this one goes this way, though. That's what it is. Oh, why did I do that? Yeah, let's get the hoe out. Because I think that's the right... yeah, there we go. Much faster. Okay, get rid of this monstrosity over here. Perfect. So now the shaft rotating either way, clockwise, counterclockwise, whatever, would then translate to this one now rotating either direction depending, which will allow us to create a pulley system, which would allow this to function. That's what all these are for. And of course, I know this doesn't really work in Minecraft, but it's kind of just adding life to the build, making it seem more realistic. Oh. One moment. I did that on the wrong layer. There we go. And then we need to get one below it. And one above it. And that's going to be the annoying part. Can I... okay. Perfect. Okay, now we want to make one going the opposite direction. This way. So it looks like these would actually be rotating along with it. And for that, I kind of just need a bit of a platform. I hate how tight this location is to build in. Okay. So now over here, we can link this up. Make sure to get one on top. And let's get one on the front and back, even though I get one on the front and one on the back, even though no one's ever going to see this. So now this logically makes sense that this rotating could be spinning these blades, kind of. At least it's the best that can be done with the limited blocks. Now that's one machine. We can make another machine coming off of this too, if we wanted. And we'd just simply take another one of these pillars coming out from above it. I have no good way up. I'm going to sleep and make it day real quick and get a piston, actually, because I need a piston for this next one. See you in a minute. Okay, I think I have what I need this time. Hopefully I'm correct. So we need to start by pillaring up, and we want to actually real quick decide where we want this to go. I guess on this side of it. I think that's kind of my only option here, since the build is so tightly packed. And we're going to have it go off of the top of this. So we want the pillar on this side. And we want to have the fences on... We're going to use fences for the gear instead of the stairs we used last time, because otherwise it's going to link up with this. There's just no real way around it. So I should be able to do that. And no. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Perfect. Okay, let's... There we go. Get one higher, two higher. There we go. Okay. That scared me a little bit. I thought I overshot it. So this is another simple gear design. It's nothing too complex, but it's as good as you can kind of get in such a tight space without connecting to the stair below it. And let's go ahead and strip those. Knock out these blocks I used the pillar. And that's looking good. We want to add a opposite side to this, of course, so that we can have a... Can I go one more? Can. So we're adding this opposite side so we can run a conveyor belt down, so we can make the machine look like it would properly function. And we're going to run it down on the very end there? Really? Yeah, I guess that's my only option. Sadly, we can't have it right there, but also no one's going to see the top of the build, so good enough. And I need to get back around to the other side. Nope. This way? Perfect. Yeah. It's really good that no one's going to be able to see the top, because sadly I cannot add an extra one. Oh, those did not face the right way. Disappointing. Can I do it like this? Yep. And like this. But those are the last ones I'm going to be able to get, I think. Yep. Perfect. That's unfortunate. I can make a crafting table. Oh, I have a crafting table. We can make some more of these. Perfect. There we go. And let's get rid of this. So I guess I want it at this height. So we can get rid of that one, place one here, and one there. Looks good. Okay, good to know that that's at the correct height. And so I can just go ahead and face that down. I misplaced that. Place that there. And so what I can do is add some type of redstone source leading into it to make it push down if I want. So like a daylight sensor would make this occasionally go up and down if you wanted. Honestly, not enough people are going to be in... Well, I'm not going to be in here enough to make it really worth going through that effort. So instead, I'm just going to leave it as is. And we're going to add a little more stuff here and there. So we kind of want to fill... Nope, not those. Overpowered axe, annoying. Kind of just want to fill in the area with some hay bales. So you can kind of think of the saw area as the wheat thrasher. And then this could be maybe compressing it into bales. Just a few little detail designs. It looks really nice, like peeking up through that hole, through the whole mess of gears. And maybe over here, maybe in this corner, I'll later make a ladder all the way up to the top for later. But I think that's pretty good for now. Let's take a nice look at it as the sun goes down. And I was originally torn on if I wanted to make it kind of ruined a bit or not, since the bridge is ruined. But I think instead of that, somewhere in the wheat field, I'm going to just go ahead and add a destroyed one of these. So it will just be like just the base, and I'll make it smaller. So it looks like the windmill that was here before had collapsed. Same with maybe some remnants of an old farmhouse besides the new one, and whatever else. I might make the stable or the barn still dilapidated. And that's kind of what I plan to do with the cabin too. I'm going to have another cabin that's kind of destroyed over in that area. But I think that's pretty much going to do it for us today. I'll probably add in a clip at the end here of just a nice panning through the wheat field and looking at the windmill using the replay mod. So I'm going to call it here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Goodbye.